As a recruiter, we know that some candidates are in a situation where they need a job like yesterday, especially if you've gotten laid off or you have left a work environment that was toxic, or you just have to get away for whatever reason. Job seekers, you're going to have to find a way to get your nerves under control. I'm not saying to get it down to zero. Everyone pretty much gets nervous in an interview, but when your nerves are at a high level and we can sense it, or we sense the desperation, it throws off the whole interview. And as a compassionate recruiter, I'm like, oh no, I just want to say, please calm down. And I have in a couple interviews in the past where I've said, okay, take a deep breath. It's okay. You want to know some of the ways we could tell that you are desperate for the job or you have high anxiety is when we ask a question. It could be a simple question and you over explain. You may have answered the question in a sentence or two, and then you're just going on and on about unrelated things or trying to prove that you have the certain qualification or skill. It's like, okay, I just asked this one question and you're giving me like 5 different responses. I started the year off saying we're going to do better in preparing for interviews this year. And I am committed to helping with tips on this app. And I also offer that service. I offer mock interviewing. I offer Q&A. For preparation for interviews. So you have information at your fingertips. You can Google at the very least, right? Google some interview questions. Ask yourself those questions and practice out loud. It makes a difference. So please go into an interview prepared, especially if you want a position really bad or to work for a certain company. You have to be prepared for those interviews. And my last tip that I'm going to give is to remember that an interview is a conversation, right? So when you start answering questions and throwing lots of information in and just trying to pack everything in, it feels one-sided. It feels like, hey, you've got to hire me instead of a conversation. So remember that it's a conversation. You have to practice. You have to do your research, and that will help you feel more confident as you're interviewing. And hopefully it will make the difference for you. If this was helpful to you, please subscribe, follow, and like for more HR tips.